The Emerald Isle, the thriving city of Dublin, and we're glad to have you with us from Aviva Stadium. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the TCU Horned Frogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, both North Carolina and TCU are thrilled to start the college football season here in Ireland. Remember, this is a matchup that was last year's opening game for North Carolina, and TCU got a win in Chapel Hill. There's a lot of revenge on the line, but more importantly, just excitement to be playing here in Ireland where we are developing so many new college football fans. North Carolina versus TCU, cannot wait to get the ball in the air. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's finally dragged down, but what a return as he takes it out to the 46. Looking for space, it's Walker. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Now on first down from the 43. The running back has it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. They'll try the run. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Run in the red zone, it's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Craig. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Got enough for the first. A lot of room to the right. Past the 20. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Slips through the line. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Now on the counter. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. He's up to 81 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They want to run this quarterback. There's a crease. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. On the run, it's Walker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Craig. Quick completion on the out. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Craig. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. The short hands, it's Thurman.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Might as well stick with him. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. Caught. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Uncorks it. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The run inside. It's Payne. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Craig. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice gain before being run out of bounds. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Set up for the 1st down play, and call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're...
Finding some room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't...
There he goes. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Back to pass, it's Craig. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense changing the play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Cincinnati taking on the number 21 team, the Houston Cougars. And it's the Bearcats looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. to throw. It's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another.
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward. I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Picks up the first down. Racing down the left side. He's inside the 40. The 20. Inside the... into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. The 30. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Bringing it out. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll stop play here for a moment to have a look at this injured Horned Frog. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be first down after the personal foul penalty. Running inside, it's Walker. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking downfield, it's Craig. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play...
Got a little grass. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field, ready to get going. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. On the option. He'll toss it. Fighting off the defender. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. Could be an alley. Makes it past the marker. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Just going to keep it after the snap. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
And he makes the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. This is a designed run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Snap to the back. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Makes a move. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
On the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the 1st. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. There's some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in him. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that comes to play every week with bad intentions, and they set the tone in games by making hits like that. They've got players on defense that play downhill, and they come flying in.
Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem.
North Carolina, 56, TCU, 28. Number 48, set to advance on the football.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To the air, it's Edwards. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Motion from the wideout. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The RPO, it's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Tar Heels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Back to the ground with the running back. And tackled there by the defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. They're still firing away even with this lead. He's open on the right. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies. Throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.